forward to the reports on Monday. Well, Lily's here now to give us the forecast. Spicer's got a hot day. How hot's it going to be?
Well, it's going to be hot with weather as well. Another hot day tomorrow, could be even hotter on Sunday. And Guernsey not quite reaching heatwave criteria, but for Jersey, if we do climb over 28 degrees tomorrow, that means we'd be into heatwave territory.
And going back to Orkney, how hot is it going to be for our athletes? Because if you were doing the running, you wouldn't want it too toasty, would you?
No, I think athletes will be grateful it's not as hot in Orkney as it has been for us in the Channel Islands. Here's a little comparison. Today, we reached just over 28 degrees, while in Orkney, more moderate 21 degrees. But there have been some lovely sunny conditions today for the athletes arriving. I'm sure they're super excited. And let's give a little overview of what we can expect as the Island Games kicks off. So in terms of the weather, there could be some dry conditions to start this weekend, as well as some sunny spells. That is more likely in the west of Orkney. There's a chance it could be a bit cloudier elsewhere, so the north and the east, maybe even some fog, and there's a chance actually the cloud could thicken up enough in places just to produce some drizzle. But as we said, temperatures are nice and mild. It won't be too hot for those athletes doing strenuous activities outside, and light to moderate winds, which I imagine is good for the sailors, good for the triathletes. It won't be too choppy and not too windy for those sports like golf and cycling, where you want it to be a bit calmer. So taking a look at the map, this is what is taking place. We've got high pressure over the weekend, so more dry conditions. There should be some sunshine in the west, maybe a bit cloudier in the east, before low pressure moves in early next week, and that could cause a little bit in the way of cloud and perhaps some drizzle. Let's take a look now at the outlook. This is, of course, for Orkney, not the Channel Islands, so more moderate temperatures into the high teens, pleasant conditions for those athletes competing. Perhaps some sunshine this weekend, but getting a bit cloudier with some drizzle as we go into next week. But let's get our details now. Here's the forecast. Well, it was another hot day, and some of us, as well as some of our pets, needing to cool off in the sea. And the hot weather is set to continue with lots of sunshine as well as we go into the weekend. Bright conditions and warm, so do seek shade while you can. Best to top up on that sun cream and wear a hat as well, as it's going to be hot and sunny. But as we go into next week, slightly cooler, still warm, but just not quite as hot as we've been used to. Back to this evening then, and a fine evening. Dry conditions continuing as we head into tonight, once again with clear periods and light winds. It is going to be a fairly mild and humid night with muggy sort of feel, and minimum temperatures of around 17 degrees across the islands. As we head into tomorrow then, you guessed it, more of the same. Another dry day, another day with lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to continue to climb throughout the day. It's going to be hot with still light winds around a force 3 and maximum temperatures of 27 to 29 degrees Celsius. Let's get our times of high water then, between around 8 and 9 in the morning, later on between 8:30 and 9:15, with a sea temperature at 17.8 degrees. So moving through the week, we have had high pressure over us. That's what's given us the dry, bright and settled conditions, but notice low pressure approaching as we head into next week. This is just going to give a bit of a breakdown of the hot weather, and it's going to cause our winds to switch round as well to a more westerly direction. As the air moves over the cooler sea, that's going to moderate our temperatures slightly. So hot weather to come Saturday and Sunday, but cooling down slightly as we head into next week.